All right, y'all. So our main topic of today is common sense.
Yes, yes.
So we're gonna be asking each other questions. So my first question to you is: has social media changed people's ability to think critical or use common sense?
Hell yeah. Social media overly messed up critical thinking and common sense. Why? Because we done all had geography, we done had social studies, we done been to school. We got old grandparents that taught us this is how the world has been for 90 years before y'all even got on this planet. But we done jumped online and said all this stuff we know ain't possible is possible now. So we're not even using our own discernment
Yeah.
when we getting online. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I seen Dochi, the artist, tweet this, or I don't know if it's a tweet. You know, they put the little quotes up. She said the internet is making us lose sense of what community is, because we on there like I found my community online. I'm sorry, that's not a community, sir. Like it's you found people who are like-minded individuals. That's cool. That's amazing. But we got to get back to like this is what's right, this was wrong, and this is are the beliefs that make sense and don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Too
for
much
sure.
free thinking and not collective thinking. What does common sense mean to you personally?
Common sense. Ooh, common sense to me, it means like the common things that you should know,
Mm,
which is in society: how to brush your teeth, how to clean your face, how to take care of yourself, how to
God,
clean
there we
your
go.
body, how to clean this your surroundings, how to learn how to mop, how to learn how to sweep, learn to do dishes, like how to learn how to take care of yourself. And then we can jump into the other comments, like,
Manners and
like having good manners, holding doors, saying excuse me,
yeah.
like
The natural responsibility on this planet. Like we know we got to do these things, but naturally we all need to be doing this. I think
for
that's what
sure.
common sense.
In a way,
Yeah,
yes.
that's what you kind of gave me right there. That's
Yeah,
where I got that from.
common
Okay.
sense. Like treat others like you want to be treated.
Literally.
Common sense,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't like yourself, don't come over here with that. You
Mm.
got something to figure out, shorty.
All right, my question to you is: should people be judged for not having common sense, or should we focus more on teaching?
All right, we can judge and teach at the same time. Let's get that understood. So I judged you because why you tweaking and who raised you? You too old for that.
Oh my
But I'm
gosh.
gonna teach you after I done treated you though.
I'm
So
gonna treat your ass and then I'm gonna teach you.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Why
gonna
you
do
doing that
both.
stupid stuff? But let me tell you why we shouldn't do it.
I feel like I'm very much like that. Like whenever I see somebody doing something they're not supposed to, I'm like, no, that's not how you do it. Let me show you how to do it. I'd never been the type of person that's been like, that's not how you do it, and just like walk away. Like,
Oh no, yeah. Because
excuse
even when
me,
I'm at jobs
no.
and I see people doing stupid stuff, it's like
Let me
this should
teach
be
you.
common sense. But
Yeah,
hey, bro, I think you should go about it this way.
no, for
This what I
sure,
do.
definitely. Like if that's just it, like that's what we really need to do for people nowadays.
Yeah,
Like people don't have common sense. Common sense has it's literally like almost becoming non-existent, which is crazy.
and it's the thing
Um,
too.
yeah, just teach,
What's going
teacher.
on in these households ain't what's going on in these next households. That's what common
That's
sense
true.
boil
Because I
down
could teach
to.
my kid all the common sense in the world, but somebody around her ain't gonna have it.
Yeah, and you adopt habits from other people. Who you are around, you become who you're around. You know what I'm saying? So
Yee.
that's the big thing where I think
That
common sense
is,
get
that's
lost at.
so true. You really, that's like, yeah, you hit that.
Give everybody a little discernment and a little like, man, like give everybody a little grace. You know why? Because you be thinking somebody's stupid, then you walk into their house and see like, oh, it's a lot of incompetence in here.
Yeah.
The whole house off is dirty. It's just weird in here. So I get why you act this way.
Mhm.
So my question is, how does upbringing or environment affect someone's level of common sense?
Ooh, it affects everything. I mean,
Everything.
just like we were talking about personality, different personalities, episode 15.
Yeah.
Like you're a product of your environment. Your common sense is a product of the environment as well
No,
too.
literally.
So yeah, I would say for sure it affects everything. I mean, like you said, households. If you're living in a household that's really not teaching you like the basics and stuff, like common sense can be out the window. And like, you know what? I feel like if I can use an example of it, maybe moms that like overdo for their kids. They literally do
Mm,
every single thing for their kids. So those kids grow up really not having that common sense of, like,
survival and
yeah, well, I guess we could call it a survival thing too.
yeah.
It's just really interesting because common sense can really so many things can fit into common sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely say that yeah, it affects many levels of your common sense, your environment, and yeah, your upbringing for sure. I mean, I know some of the smartest people ever to me, but the reason why they're not as successful as they could be is because they lack some common sense.
Yeah.
And that's where we can go into the book smart, street smarts.
Yeah.
That's what we can go into that conversation as well too, because of your environment and your upbringing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I love that because one thing that me and you have in common is the fact that we've we had the best of both worlds. We know what the slums, ghetto neighborhoods look like, and we know what the uppity suburbs feel like. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And we know what the middle ground of just like this is middle class and everybody got it a little decent right here.
Yeah,
So
for
it just
sure.
gave it well rounded. So the
Mm-hmm.
common sense for us is more easier to understand because we've seen all sides of the fence
For
in society a
sure.
little bit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And
Life.
a lot of people don't get that. I'm just
Yeah.
been in this one area my entire, you know what I mean, situation.
Yeah.
So
No, for
that's
sure.
usually how it is. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. All right, my question to you is common sense actually common, or do people just assume others should know what they know?
You would think in this day and age of the internet, we
It could,
should judge everybody because it's like you got the research right there in your hand.
I feel like the internet is doing that.
Yeah.
Like the internet is doing that basically. Like we assume that everybody literally just got it together because of what we see on the internet, but then we meet them
Mm.
and we're like, "Where's your fucking common
Perfect example.
sense?"
And y'all might not like this at home, man. It's a girl on the internet that all she do is eat. Big heavy set girl. Y'all can call it mukbang videos. Like, hey y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And she's be like, I'm piling this, and just eat for us right there. And she got bigger and bigger over time. In the last months, it got to the point where now she on there like, hey y'all. So when I think of that, it got me like, where is the common sense? The internet doesn't provide common sense. It kind of deletes it. It says, just take it for what it is. This is all a parody. We think it's a parody. So that's one thing I don't like about social media, internet. It takes us away from what's morally not okay.
Yeah.
Because we should all been in comments, girl, stop. Don't eat no more. This is unhealthy. This is not a joke. This is
Mhm.
not funny.
Yeah.
This is like suicidal right here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's one thing I just overly notice is that we lose our mental. Like when you see something like R.I.P. Renee Good, I done showed you several posts where why would it be laughing emojis from a woman's death on the internet? So it means
I
people
think
are
those are
common sense is
bots.
not. You say that a lot.
I say that a lot because I feel like I don't know. I just don't want to believe the world is really that evil. I know it is,
Yeah,
but I
that's what
don't want to believe that the world is that evil for
and I
you to
love that for you.
laugh at a mother, a daughter, a woman being shot the way that she was, and then they don't even want to investigate it. They don't even care. They said no, we're not like they're not even letting us investigate. They're not even pressing charge. Like nothing is happening about this stuff. So it's just like I
Mm.
don't want to believe it, but it's just like yeah, no, that's another thing. It's just like if the world had more common sense, all of these people would be locked up. We wouldn't be dealing with a dumbass president.
Hmm.
So it's
Nah, I
unfortunate,
agree.
but yeah, just
My
true.
last question is: can someone be very educated but still lack common
I
sense?
just answered that. Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. I know somebody very close to me that is very, very smart, but I'm still trying to figure out where his common sense went.
You're not
No,
talking
I'm not
about me.
talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about somebody else.
I mean, hold on now, cause
You're not the
talk to
only
me,
person I
talk to me
know. I know.
outside
I
my
know
show,
it feels
folks.
like you're the only person I know, but you're not the only person I know.
My bad. I thought
Okay.
I was your world, folks. My bad, folks. But
Sometimes.
this what I'm saying though, cause I agree. I know it's a lot of famous people. I'm like that nigga. Why that nigga dumb and smart at the same time? Like he do a lot of dumb shit, but we know he brilliant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in the simplest form, it's just like in my life, I've seen people who super educated, man, but then they're not getting social cues that are simple. You know what I mean? And that's to me lacking common
Yeah.
sense, like just to understand what's going on around you and how to move in society. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I do have a question for that because, like, the self sabotage wrap into that at all, into like not having common sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Because if
right.
you don't, because you would have, if you had common sense, you wouldn't self sabotage, and we know self sabotage has layers to it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
It could be
sure.
things you went
And it's
through.
self sabotage. Common sense is just like you just didn't learn it. It's just not
Yeah,
there. Which yeah, I get it.
yeah,
Okay,
and that's what I'm saying. This topic can go forever because
this it really
yeah,
can.
because when I think of common sense, you said that in that moment, my common sense would have been like, "Hey, fam, you need this.
Mhm.
Don't sabotage the scenario. You need this."
Yeah.
So that would be common sense to not be
Mhm.
in a scenario that I beg my higher power for and sabotage it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to
Pretty
put that
much.
out in the air. If you want to have common sense, don't beg life to give you something, and then when it smack your front door, you run from it. That means you don't have common sense of just what you ask the world for.
Yeah.
Yeah.